April 17th, year 2023. Earlier, I was working on this problem right there, right here, Live to It Limited. And the brief issue, Mr. Donovan Lau was asked to perform an cost analysis with respect to direct method, step method, and reciprocal method. I have already showed you the step method and direct method. So now I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to record this with respect to reciprocal method. Once again, the method is called reciprocal method. These are the disclaimers. You can see that highlighted in green. So the copyright of this presentation, these solutions and accounting problem belongs to myself, Mijanur Rahman. So this information is given to us. You can go back and check the step method if you have difficulties understanding the support department and production department. Okay. So this information is already given to us. We have three departments with respect to production: bread, and then we have cake, and then we have cookies. And here is our original cost. The total sums up to 1,710,000. 1,710,000. The support departments are admin, accounting, information, and maintenance. This is our cost highlighted in yellow, and this is our hours. I'm going to highlight that in green. Okay, so this is the problem in the nutshell. Well, this is the summary of the problem. Okay, so Mr. Donovan's manager, Miss Shisha, she wants to know whether, which cost allocation method the company should work on or should apply or implement in their accounting policies or in their cost recognition process. So this is direct method. I already explained that to you earlier in the first video. Okay, and then we have a step method. Okay, I think I have some. So this is our direct method right there, highlighted in. Let's highlight that in cyan, your favorite color. This is a direct method, and this is the allocated cost over here. So these are these highlighted in red is our allocated cost right there, flashing. Okay, now I'm going to uncyan this, or put back to the natural color. Okay. Now we also have completed the step method, also known as sequential method, right there. And we came up with the cost right here. Okay, highlighted in green. Okay, you can see the beginning and the cost before allocation and the cost after allocation is exactly the same. It would be the same for all three methods, but the departments would share a different cost. Okay, and that's what makes them more profitable or less profitable. Okay, so let's hide this direct and the direct method. So we're going to hide that and the reciprocal method as well. Okay, so now we are working on this reciprocal method. I'm going to highlight that in your favorite color, Keon. Okay, and let's unhighlight this. Okay, it's too bright. All right, so now you know that you're given the cost and the hours. Our cost driver is hours. We are rating, we are using hours to the hours of work, hours of service that each department performed. We are allocating the cost with respect to the hours. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to step one, we will sum up all the hours. Simply, we'll copy down this information, the information that is given to us, highlighted in cyan. Okay, we're going to copy down this in over here. Okay, I'm going to highlight that in green. Okay, you can see that exactly same thing. We just simply copied the information. And what we have done is we performed, we just summed all the hours. Okay, highlighted in yellow. You can see that all the hours. Okay, right there. Okay, it is different from all the other methods that I discussed earlier. Okay, so now so as I mentioned earlier, we're going to sum up these hours. We do not need to do anything else in a step one other than we would just simply sum this in Kaon. You can see that. Okay. All we're doing is just summing these hours. That's all we're doing in step one. In step two, we are going to create a percentage. Okay. And very easy. Okay. We're going to divide each cell respective to their total hours with respect to their department. So if you're working on, let's say we are going to work on this. I'm going to highlight that in Keon. Okay. And this, you can unhighlight that. Okay. No, you should keep that. Okay. Perhaps you should unhighlight this. Okay. All right. So admin hours. We're going to go to admin hours here as well. We're trying to simply convert hours to our hours of work to a percentage so you could allocate the cost. That's all. Simple. We did we multi we multiply we divide the first cell, which is the admin hours, used by the accounting department. This is our cell right there, 25. And the total amount of admin hours is summed up to 505 hours. Okay, so what we would simply do, I'm going to show that to you here right there. We have divided, it's 25 by we're simply dividing this 25 divided by this 505, and that would give us 4.95. I'm going to highlight these two cells in green. You can see that. Okay. The same way you would this is a very easy system. Okay, divided by 505, that would give us 3.96. So we divided 20 divided by 505, that gave us 3.96 right there. Okay, so we continue the whole thing, same here. We divide 10 by 505, that gives us 1.98. Okay, right there. Then we go to production department. We divide 100 divided by 505. That would give us 19.80%. Then we move to cake department. We divide 200 divided by 505. That would give us so the same way we divided 100 by 505. That gave us 1980, and we divided 200 by 505. That gave us 39.60%. And then finally we divide 150 by 505, and that would give us 29.70%. We add all this from here to the end, sum it, that would give us 100%. This is how we know that our percentage are accurate and correct. So far, we are okay? Good. We are going to follow through the same pattern from admin to all the way to the maintenance department hours. Now beware, this is a reciprocal method. Each department, the reciprocal method, it is fundamentally different from the others. Each support department would allocate cost to all the departments, including production and support departments, except for itself. So for example, maintenance, we've done the admin hours. So in this highlighted in Keon, you can see that right there. I'm going to highlight that in red. Okay, this red cell. Okay, the admin department did not use or allocate any cost to itself. Okay, but everybody else, every other departments, it allocated cost to. I'm going to highlight that in green. Okay, you can see that, right? Except for itself. The same way, if you do that here, if you go to accounting department, we're going to create a percentage. Okay, so here we're going to divide 20 by 310. That would give us Perhaps I can show you one. Let's unhighlight this row. We are working on accounting department right there, highlighted in yellow, and accounting department highlighted in yellow. Okay, so now we are going to divide this. We're going to divide this 20 divided by, maybe perhaps I can show you this, the cell 20 divided by 310. That would give us 6.45%. I'm going to highlight the cells in green. In green, you can see that the cell we just worked was this one, 20 divided by 310. That gave us 6.45%. 6.45%. The same way you would leave this blank right there. We also have it here blank as well. You can see that, okay? We're just following the pattern, okay? We divide 25 by 310. That would give us 8.06%. 25 divided by 310, that would give us 8.06%. Same way all the way across to the production department. Perhaps I can show you the last one. So you divide 75 divided by 310, that would give us 24.19%. I'm going to highlight the cells in green. You can see that, okay? 75 divided by 310, that would give us 24.19%. The same way, these cells, is to divide them with respect to, by the respective cells and the total number, okay? So I think you could also do these ones as well. Again, I'm going to mention that again, the reciprocal department, it allocates cost in a step 2 to not, maybe I shouldn't say that, okay? In calculating the percentage, we would calculate percentage exactly the way we have here, okay? Exactly the way. You won't make any difference. We'll just simply take the number divided by that. So I'm going to show you the last row. So I don't want to make it boring for you. You know you're smart. So we'd work on this information cells right there. I'm going to highlight that in green. You can see that. What we have done, we have divided 25 divided by 300, and that gives us 8.33%, right? Right there. Okay. And the same way, we would follow through all the way across. At the end, we sum this up, that would give us 100%. If it is less than 100%, then you know your Excel cell has problem, okay? Or you made a mistake, okay? Now, up until here, we're good, okay? Now, the maintenance department, same way, we would just simply divide. I'm going to highlight the cells. Let's give it Keon, your favorite color. So what we're going to do, we're going to divide 100 divided by 5. Oh, what department are we working on? Maintenance, yes. 100 divided by 510. That would give you 19.61% right there, okay? You can see that. I'm going to highlight that in yellow, okay? Again, the cell that we're working on is this one, highlighted in cyan. How did we get that? We divided 100 divided by 510. That gave us 19.61%. Okay, same way, you divide 80 divided by 510. That would give us 15.69% highlighted in green. Okay, we divide 60 divided by 510. That would give us 11.76% highlighted in green. You divide 100 divided by 510. That would give us 19.61% highlighted in yellow. Okay, I'm changing the color. We don't have to use the same color, right? Just to give you some, I don't want you to I don't want you to feel less interested, feel little, enthusiastic about it. That's all. And then we divide 50 by 510. That would give us 9.80% right there. And finally, we divide 120 by 510. That would give us 23.53%. This is your favorite color, yellow, right? Isn't it? Okay. Okay. So it is 23.53%. Okay. Now we're going to sum up all this and we'll get 100% right there, highlighted in green. Okay. Simple, very easy, no stress. You shouldn't have any stress to get this done. Now, here is the issue. In step 3, I want you to, I want, not I want you, if you want to do it correctly, then what you need to do, you need to go to your, I'm using Google Excel sheet or Google Sheet. So I went to settings and I went to calculation right over here. And then right there, I'm going to show you, I highlighted it iterative. I turned it on, okay? Without this, you won't be able to do the calculation. I'm going to show you also in Excel as well. So I just have the Excel sheet open and we go to option, choose formulas, and I haven't opened a sheet yet, so we'll have to create a blank sheet. And then we go to option, then we choose formulas, and then we click on right there, okay? You can see it right over here, okay? And the maximum number of iteration is 100, okay? And the maximum change is 0.0. You just take the default value, okay? So this is how we do it on the Excel, okay? Okay, so now we are back in a step 3, right here, the center of all attention, okay? In step 3, we just simply share cost, okay? So we just say admin, first we would give a description of the cost, which is the departments, admin, accounting, information, and maintenance. Subsequently, we would add the original cost right there. And we just simply copy down from this cost above right there, highlighted in yellow, okay? Okay, right there. And then we're right here, okay? Original cost. And then we just simply, very, very important. You need to organize this first, okay? the, the departments on horizontally and departmental cost vertically. You'd put the original cost there, and then you would also create a cell called total costs. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So on the seventh cell, we would create a function sum. We would create a function sum, and that would sum all this. Okay. We'd we would create function to sum up all this. Okay. Vertically. So with respect to admin, we would sum up. You wouldn't see any cost at the beginning. Okay. I'm going to show that to you for a second here. You wouldn't have this number. Okay. I wouldn't want to change that at this time because sometimes the iteration gives problem. So I wouldn't change that. So, and then, but I would rather show you on the side. Okay. Maybe perhaps I can do that. Okay. I can create that over here for you. Okay. So if it does give problem, we can always go back and check our issues. Okay. I'm going to, this might cause you confusion. I'm going to hide this. Okay. For now. Okay. I'm going to also hide, maybe not. Okay. So now what are you going to do? We're going to sum up this. Okay. I'm going to smaller the cell text or the size of the text. Okay. You can see that. So we would just simply copy this cost over here and simply paste it there. Okay. Right there. Simple. And then you would go straight in this row. Okay. I'm going to highlight that. Let's give it a, perhaps you can get a little creative here. I could say red, the border, and then I could make it a big red border. Okay. This is sum, and we're going to add all this up to here. Okay. And here, because we didn't put anything here, that's why you see 100,000, because the only cell we have is 100,000. If we take this off, it would be 0. Okay. You can see that right there. Okay. So the same way, we just simply copy the formula and let Excel to paste it. Okay. Right there. Okay. So now you know at the beginning you have the same number equal to this because you have no other values here. Okay. So now I need to take a moment and observe it. Okay. So with respect to reciprocal method, okay, we are going to assume that this original cost has nothing to do with this. Okay. We just block it off. Okay. And how do you do it? I'm going to show you that in a second. Okay. So here, over here, what is the admin percentage that we have? We are going to work on the admin department right there. Admin. Let's highlight the cells in yellow. And I'm going to also reset these colors over here. Okay. So we don't confuse ourselves. And we are also working with respect to admin department over here. Okay. Let's give that yellow as well. Okay. Here, the first cell is blank. I'm going to choose that red. Okay. This is actually our actual. I'm just showing you here on the side so you can get it, you can understand it. It's just a repetition of step 3. So we're going to make that in see this cell and this cell right there. Okay. So the first cell is, we blocked it off with red. If you don't like it, you can leave it blank. Okay. But I think it's a good idea to block it off. Then you multiply 495, this 495, with respect to hours that is shared with the accounting department. You multiply that, multiply with this 100 right there. Okay. 100. And I'm going to absolute this. Okay. 100 multiply, what is it? We had 4.95 multiply by 4.95% multiply by 100,000. That is the total cost with respect to the admin department. Okay. Because in this department, we reciprocate cost. We share, we, constantly distribute cost from one department to another department. Okay. So because of that, the final number becomes slightly complicated. You can do it manually, but this is the best way to do it. Okay. And we just press F4 to make the cell absolute. Okay, right there. We're going to also make these cells in with respect to numbers. Okay, you can see that. Okay, so we are correct. Now this number right now, this number wouldn't be exact as this. Okay, and you'll see in a while. Okay, you would not see that exactly the same. Okay, we're going to copy this. I'm going to put it over here. Okay, V. Just we're going to copy this and put it over there. Okay, and that would give us 3.96 times these cells over here. Okay, I'm going to highlight that 3.96, this and this. Okay, these count cells we are working on. Perhaps we have got too many, bold color going on. Maybe we could choose that to gray over there. Okay, so we're working with the count cells. Okay, right there. Okay, you can see I have absolute these cells, the cell number 119 with respect to age. Here it would be B114. Okay, all right, so now we're going to copy this as well over here as well. I'm going to paste it over there. Okay, in the same way we go to accounting department. we're going to highlight these rows and reset back to natural color. Okay, we go to accounting, highlight it in yellow, accounting, highlighted in yellow. Okay, all right, we do the same thing. Now accounting department, we're going to block it off with red. Okay, just like here, we block it off in red. Okay, we wouldn't put anything inside. What we would do, you'd see the accounting department has 6.45% right there. We multiply right there, multiply with accounting department cost. The accounting department cost is over here. You can see that 20,000 and $4,950 from the admin department. It summed it up right? So you're going to choose that. The this cell over there, we're going to make that a absolute value, F4, not absolute value. We'll reference the cell as an absolute cell. This cell doesn't change. Okay. Then we'll copy this formula like this over here. Okay. Right there. Now I need to be aware of that. Sometimes the iteration gives problem. Okay. So, it could be because of the, for many reasons. I'm not sure why, but it shouldn't. Okay, as you can see, the moment we completed the accounting department, this cost, the total cost changed, okay? We completed these cells, these ones highlighted in yellow. The moment we completed this value, the down below, the value in yellow and red, perhaps I can show that to Kion, changed, okay? Those Kion value changes, the total cost, okay? All right, so now we're gonna go to information department. We go over here. What we have for the information department? Let's highlight this row first, okay? So we make less mistake. Information, and this is highlighted in yellow. Information department would share costs with admin, accounting, and maintenance, but not information itself, okay? So we're going to click on this row, this cell 8.33, multiply by, we go to information right there. Information cells is $156,042.93. Adding up to this moment, it would change. Okay, right there. What do you do? We're going to block up the information cell. Okay, we're going to copy this just to make sure that we have all the cell value correct. Yes, it is correct. We're working on this, and I'm going to highlight that in a different color. Okay, let's highlight that in blue. We're working with the blue cells. Okay, all right. So we're working with the blue cells right there, the blue. Okay. Okay, so now we copy this. We copy this and copy this and we paste it over here, there, and there. Okay. We do the same thing with respect to the maintenance department. We're going to block off the maintenance department right there with the red. Okay, so we don't make mistake. Okay, the red cells block in red. We did not allocate cost to the first in reciprocal method we allocate cost to or share cost with the support department, and then we move to production department. That's the main difference with the other cost method. We're going to put maintenance right there with respect to the admin department. Oops. Let's yellow this the previous rows. Okay, we're going to work on the maintenance, and we're going to choose a better color this time. How about we choose yellow? Cyan. Okay, let's choose cyan. Okay. Okay, so now what we simply do, we are going to multiply 19.9 61% with which department are we working on? We are working on maintenance department, and so far the maintenance department added up $311,329.26. This number will change in about a few minutes. Okay, it might. No, not for this one. Okay, this is a final value for this one. Okay, and then we change that to F4 function. That would give us this number. Okay, we're going to allocate this over there, and that would, we're going to paste that. Oops. Copy, paste, paste. Okay, now you can see that. Do you see the difference? I'm going to unhighlight these cells. Okay, I created this sheet. So I know it's sometimes it could be tedious. Okay. Okay, so the entire work is mine. So, so I know, what problem I faced when I created this worksheet. Okay, so that you are aware of that. Okay, I'm going to, so you see this exactly the same. Okay, no difference. Okay, exactly the same. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to hide this ones on the top, step 2 and step 1. Okay, let's hide this. We're going to unhide this, the rows that we had earlier. Okay, now remember this, it's just a duplicate highlighted in here is just duplicate of highlighted A of the yellow cells. Okay, so the highlighted in here, it's just the duplicate of the yellow. Okay, I just showed you how it's done. So I'm going to erase this off. Okay, so now we know that we have a reciprocal method right there. We just allocated cost to the support department or shared the cost with them. Okay, and I showed you earlier the the um, the work that I've done, while I was explaining the how it is calculated. Okay, so now we're going to allocate this support department cost to the production department right there. Okay, we're going to allocate to the production department highlighted in red. Okay, how do we do that? First, we need to zero out this this cost for the support department. We want to zero out this. Okay, the support department has no revenue, so it needs to allocate the cost to the production departments. Okay, so now what we do is just simply copy the highlighted in green and paste it over there as a part A. Okay, right there, highlighted in green. Okay, once that is done, we copy down these cells. I'm going to show that to you in a second. Highlighted in lime, green, and we copy down up to here. Okay, highlighted in green. We just simply, there's no need to type this up. what do we do now? We put the original cost. I'm going to unhighlight this to reset. Okay, so we just take this original cost and place it here. I'm going to highlight that in orange. Okay, then what you're going to do, we're going to allocate the admin department cost right there. We're going to work on, in this cell is Keon. Okay, we're going to allocate that cost. What we would do to allocate that cost, first thing we'd do, we would take the reverse value of the total cost that we found in step 3, which is $184,897.12. Okay, with a polarity change of with the negative polarity. Okay, so that would give us negative $184,897.12. That is negative. Okay, and then what you do, you just simply copy down this cell, the yellow cell, over here in the yellow department right there. Okay, you just copied that down. You don't have to do anything else. You could you could you could just keep that absolute cell reference and copy it down. Okay, okay, and this is how you do it. Okay, and then at the end, once it is done, you could sum this up. It's supposed to be 0. The entire admin department, if we sum this up, highlight it in magenta, would 0 out. Okay, if you don't 0 out, then you've got a problem. Okay, you need to 0 this out. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing with the accounting department. We move to accounting department. I'm going to highlight that in another color, not Keon. We're going to highlight that in yellow this time. Okay, yellow, and I'm going to highlight that also in yellow, the negative cells. We're going to simply, this cell value right there highlighted in yellow, you can see that. We're going to copy this $92,306.79. We're going to run apps. We're going to put that cell value there. You could make it absolute if you like, so, but I didn't in this case. Again, I just made it absolute with respect to reference. You put a negative sign there, it would reverse the polarity. When I say polarity, it would change the number from positive to negative. As you're writing this off, right? You would have to allocate that to 0. And then you just copy these cells over there and you just post it over here. I'm going to highlight that in a different color. I'm going to highlight that in maybe in magenta. Okay, you just copy down those cells, and A, you could copy down as a value. B, you could give that a cell reference. A, you could just leave it normal cell reference. B, you could make it absolute. It's purely up to you. Okay, once that is done, you sum up this accounting department. You sum this up, highlighted in yellow. Uh, Highlighted in yellow, that would give you 0. Okay, right there. The entire accounting department. I'm going to reset this value, the cell color, to natural color. Okay, so now we are going to move to another department. We're going to move to information department. and information department is over here. Okay, let's highlight that in yellow as well. So we're working on these yellow cells, okay, right there. Same thing. What you do, what you would do with the information department, you would copy down this cell value and paste it, highlight it in yellow. You can see that. Paste it. Maybe I can choose a different color. If you maybe magenta, okay, you just put it there, okay, with a negative reference or with a reversed polarity, or positive to negative, okay. So you just put it there, okay, and then what you do is you copy down these cells over there, okay, and oh, my, and then you put it over here. I'm going to highlight that in Kion, okay. Oops. Okay, so what you've done is after you transfer this $202.30, $2,030.34 with negative sign, then you just copy down the same, all the other cell value in the same column with respect to information department. At the end, you sum this up, that would give you 0. I'm going to highlight that in yellow, okay? You sum this up, that would give you 0 value, okay? Now, we would move to a different department, and this is our part A, okay, right there, highlighted in, don't get confused, okay. Here is our part A, okay. Now we're going to move to this maintenance department, okay. What do you do here? Same thing. You would take that $316,740.48. You put that in a negative value, negative $316,740.48. And then the remaining, I'm going to highlight these two cells in yellow, okay? And the remaining cells over there, you just copy down to, let's say, we could make it orange. Oops. We'll get a different color. We'll give it magenta. Okay. You just simply copy down these magenta cells right down below. You sum this, the maintenance department, all the cost, it would give you to 0 allocation value. Okay, completely zeroed out. I say there's nothing, no cost left at the end of the period or the calculation. Okay, I'm going to reset these colors. Okay, I'm going to reset these colors so we don't have any confusion. Okay, so now we move to part B. Part B has nothing to do with this, okay? I'm going to block this off in black. Okay, we have nothing to do with that, okay? We have nothing, literally nothing to do with it, okay? What are we going to do? We are going to work directly from here. Step 3, highlighted in yellow, and then we'll just, transfer the cost in Keon department, which is the production department. First thing first, this is our original cost right there, okay? I'll just put the original cost. Okay, the original cost from the production department. Okay, I'm going to highlight that in orange. You can see that. I'm not going to keep that cell there. Okay, so now we have this original cost. Perhaps I can reset this so you can see this is the original cost right there, highlighted in red, our original cost. Okay, exact the same number we had here. Just copy down over there. Okay, I'm going to hide the detail cost with respect to the support department, but I'm going to keep the total cost because I need to show you something. Okay, and that is this percentage. Okay, and I'm going to also um, hide this as well here, so we could be in the same page. Okay, so we know this is the final cost that we have in yellow cell. What we're going to do, we're going to go to this admin department right there. I'm going to unkey on this, okay, or reset this color to normal. Okay, and I'm going to block this off with maybe white. Okay, let's see if I can white. Okay, right. Okay, so now you can see that better. So what do we do? We maybe this was I can just simply put it to white color. Okay, so now we have our original cost right there. We're going to allocate admin department cost right here. We're going to highlight that cell and we're going to highlight these cells over there. Okay, the admin with respect to admin over here and admin over here. Okay, I'm going to keep this orange color. Okay, simple, very simple. You just multiply the admin department cost, $184,897.12. You give that absolute reference, the cell value, multiply the reference 19.80%. Okay, 19.80%. That would give you the allocation cost to the bread department. Same way, you just multiply 39.6% with 39.69% with the information department. Oops, which department are we working on? Admin department. Okay, so just multiply 3.60%, 39.60% multiplied by 184,897.12. That would give you $73,226.58. Okay, in Karen cells. Okay, and then we're going to multiply 29.70% with $184,897.12. That would give you, can see that in Kion, $54,919.94. The same way, we would move to a different department, move to accounting department right there. We're going to highlight that cells, accounting, and accounting over here, and accounting over here. Okay, we're going to keep that a color of orange, or if you like, I can keep that a different color. Okay, so now, simple, very simple. 25.81%. I'm going to highlight the cell, multiply by 90. We work in the accounting department right there. I'm going to give this cell as a magenta reference. Okay, we work in the accounting department cost. Okay, right there we're going to use the percentage from there. Take the cost of the accounting department, which is the $92,306.79, multiply by 20, multiply again 25.81% multiply by $92,306.79. That would give you this number over here. Okay. The same way we would multiply 32%, 32.26% with 92,306.79, the accounting department cost, fully allocated to accounting department cost. That would give us this cell right there, highlighted in green. Oops. I'm gonna reset those cells. Okay, and that would give you $29,776.39. And then we move to is the last cell, which is 24.19%. 19% multiplied by $92,306.79. That would give you $22,332.29, highlighted in green. Okay, you can see that. Okay, so now what are you going to do? Can you guess? The same thing. Same way, we are going to allocate the way we have allocated the accounting department cost. We're going to allocate the information department cost. I'm going to highlight that in green. Perhaps I can show that to you over here. Information and information highlighted in green. Okay, and this is the information department right there, our information department, which is also green. Okay, these green cells that we're working on right now, what we do, we would multiply $202,030.34 with 23.33%. That would give us $47,140.41. You can, I'm going to count this color, you can see that. Okay, those are the count sale in count sale. Okay, right there. I'm going to unhighlight this or uncount this. Then we're going to move to this cell, which is the 26.67% multiplied by $202,030.34 multiplied by, if we multiply these two cells, that would give us $53,874.76. I'm going to highlight that in magenta. Okay, we're working on these cells now, the magenta cells. I'm going to give it a purple. Okay, purple. 30% multiplied by $202,030.34. That would give us $60,609.10. Okay, perhaps I can change the cell color so you can see better. Keon. Okay, we are done with these departments or with this department. Now we move to the maintenance department. Okay, remember the production department with reciprocal method uses the percentage that we earlier calculated with respect to total percentage in a step 2. Okay, again, the reciprocal method in a step 4, part B, with respect to production cost allocation, it uses the cumulative percentage that we calculated in step 2, unlike any other methods. Okay, all right, so now we're going to allocate this maintenance department. We have this maintenance department. We're going to highlight that in green. Okay, now same way, you're going to also highlight that in green as well here. Okay, so we're working with the total cost that was allocated to production to the support department in a step 3, that was $316,740.48. That is simple, right? Now what we do is we just multiply this 19.61% multiplied by $316,740.48. That would give us $62,105.98 highlighted in magenta. Okay, we're going to move to the next cake department now. They have 9.80% multiplied by $316,740.48. That would give us $31,052.92 highlighted in Keon. Okay, the last one, 23.53% multiplied by $316,740.48. That would give us $74,527.17 highlighted in Keon. Okay, that's simple. Now, I'm going to reverse all this. So this is a production department highlighted in Keon. We in part 4A, we zero out the support department cost. We have allocated fully all support department costs to the production department. Okay, and I'm gonna keep that cell to red color. The text colors are red. Okay, so we just simply add the bread department. That would, in orange, we sum this up, that would give us $669,680.79. We go to cake department. We vertically add this up. That would give us $778,930.71. And then you move to biscuit department. You'll get that magenta color. That, if we sum this up right there, you can see that vertically, $252,388,050. Okay, we know we have our before allocation cost, the beginning cost, or the total cost and before allocation. total cost before allocation and total cost after allocation. We just simply add this three cells. I'm going to highlight that in okay. We're going to unhighlight this. Okay, and we're going to also unhighlight all this. Okay, this is the row that we're working on now. Highlighted in count and highlighted in count. Right there. Original cost. You can see that right there. 1,710,000. And yeah, that was before allocation. After allocation, it was still 1,710,000. How did you get that? We just simply add this. I can show this to you here. Sum. We're going to add, oops. We're going to sum it up, bracket, and that's it. Okay. This is how you do it. Okay. Finally, we'll compare. So I'm going to unhide all these cells so far. Okay. All rows. This is our final number with respect to direct method right here. Okay. So this is our direct method. The total, the after allocation value right there, highlighted in yellow. And then we have the step down method. We have this highlighted in yellow after allocation. You can see that. And we have here our after allocation. I'm going to color this or put it back to regular natural color. This is our final allocation, the cost that we allocated, highlighted in yellow. We just simply put it over here with our biscuit. And so you have bread, cake, biscuit. We put the direct method over here. Okay, highlighted. I'm going to highlight that. And here we have what a step method in the middle. That would be in peach, and then or light orange. And then we have the reciprocal method. We would give that uh, maybe maybe uh, maybe let's see here, what color can we give? Orange. Okay, you can see that. So you could compare the number and you can see, okay, what makes more sense to you. And that is with respect to the because these are actually profit centers. You could think of that way, okay, because they each produce product and it has cost, and the support department allocated cost to the production department, bread, cake, and biscuits. And you could, based on the revenue and the actual cost that you incurred, you could, you could justify what's the best cost. The matching principle, you could use the matching principle. You could see, well, cost benefit analysis. You could see, if that makes sense, allocating based on the direct method or step method. Let's say, for example, you chose direct method. This is to give you an example, okay? Um, let's let's copy that over here. Okay, and let's assume this is your revenue. So let's say the bread department has a revenue of 1 million. Let's say the cake department has, let's say 500,000, and biscuit department has, let's say 700,000. Okay, so now you can see, you could play with the number to see, because you don't want your department to be less profitable unless it is profitable, not profitable, right? So if it is not profitable, then it's fine. But if it is profitable, you don't want that. So you want to choose a method that is, that is truly reflective of the, cost benefit and cost profit, and with respect to cost and profit, right? So here, if we use, let's see here, perhaps I can give this a different number here. Maybe this is 700,000 cake, and biscuits, let's say 500,000. Does that make sense? Okay. Maybe you could say biscuits, uh, let's say, uh, let's say, 300,000. Okay. Or maybe we could say 250,000, 270,000. Okay. Or 260,000. Let's say 264,000. Okay. Just to give you an example. And then if we put this cost over there by using the direct method, if we put the direct method cost, you could put the simple, I could paste the values only. So the direct method has, okay, and if we just simply, you can see that automatically if we subtract this, because this is actually a cost, right? So direct method cost, we use the cost by using direct method. So let's say we use cost, right? So now if we subtract this from this, that would give us this, right? So let's copy this down and paste it. Okay, you can see that. We're going to format the cell with respect to financial. Okay, so you can see that the cell in the bracket is actually, it's a negative, right? It's not profitable, highlighted in red. Okay, these are not profitable department, right? But if we choose, maybe I could give it a, maybe I could say 780. Okay, so that it could, 780. So it's profitable now. Okay, but this guy over here is not profitable, the biscuit department, right? The cake department is profitable under the direct cost method. Bread department is profitable. But if you had to change that from direct method to step method, see how that, what roles does it play? Let's take a look at that. Okay, we're going to paste it, the values only. Okay, you can see that the biscuit department is still $140 in loss. The cake department is profitable. The bread department is profitable. Okay, and you could choose the same way. You could. This was our step method, right? Here we are not two departments are profitable and the biscuit departments are not. Biscuit department is not profitable. Now we're going to change that to reciprocal method. Okay, we're going to change the value there only. Okay, values only. You can see that. Remember, this world is monetary world. People often don't move without financial benefits. Okay, and because of that reason, we have incentivized our work. The president of the division might get compensated with respect to the profit. So let's say if we have, this is our profit here, profit. Let's assume that this is our profit, or gross profit, okay, and this is our directors, okay, or let's say the production manager. Well, let's say manager, okay. Let's say sales manager, right? For an example, and each manager would get 2% commission. So let's say they will get commission. Let's say all manager would get commission of 2%. Let's say 4%, just to be, just to be, mindful of their work. Okay, and I'm going to absolute this reference over here. Okay, and if we copy this cell, the Excel would give us their commission. Under the reciprocal method, the cake department was not profitable, but the bread and the biscuit departments were profitable. Okay, you can see that based on the allocation of the cost, a department could be profitable or not profitable. A manager could have a commission, the other manager may not have commissions. Right over here, they would earn commission. These two guys, they would earn commission in highlighted in green and the highlighted in red. This guy is going home sad, right? So you want to be fair to your managers, right, or your directors or your employees, right? So that's why. Okay, this is Mijanur Rahman. The copyright of this video belongs to myself, the accounting problem solutions, and the video presentation.